T-Lab's 2018 Bishop B.A. Gibert Leadership Award winner is Elder Gerald Johnson. Gerald is a dedicated father of 7 children. He and his wife Lynn have been married for 22 years. He has over 33 years of work experience in the auto industry and 23 years in ordained ministry. He says he is called to carry 2 swords, career and ministry. An awesome man of God and transformational leader, Elder Gerald is being honored tonight for his academic and marketplace excellence, his modeling of Mark 12 and 32, his character, commonality, and covenant with the late Bishop B.A. Gibert. Now, let's take a moment to give honor to Elder Gerald Johnson, a quintessential leader, role model for all, and our 2018 Bishop B.A. Gibert Leadership Award winner.
Bishop, who started out in my life as just Ben, because we met when we were both kids in college, 18, 19 years old, and quickly grew a friendship out of that, a relationship, which grew into common ground and common goals and dreams, which grew into a covenant, which grew into ministry, which grew into lifelong friendship and relationship. I call Bishop my best man. I can even give context to the idea of cutting covenant. It's something that people don't talk about a lot anymore, I don't think, and I don't think people really understand what it means. But Bishop and I realized we were in covenant, and then we formally stated it to each other. I'm in covenant with you, and what covenant means is I will always act on your best behalf, and I can always trust that you will act on my best behalf, and we would never let anybody push it otherwise. And there were times where others might say something, and we'd talk and we'd say, that's not true, that's not where I am, and have that honest trust and relationship between each other. And while Bishop could certainly in his younger days be challenging and even aggressive to some points when he was very dogmatic about something, as he continued in ministry and eldership and pastoring, etc., I saw him transform into this very eloquent and forgiving and able to bring parties together and able to tone the room down and even able to accept criticism with grace. I remember sitting down after we had a tough discussion amongst ourselves at a different time, and I came home and I told my wife, I don't know if I could handle that with the grace that I saw him handle it with. Because sometimes discussions and debate get difficult, but he handled it with such grace and wisdom. And so Bishop, I knew how to harmonize, knew how to swing from different groups to other groups and to different people and other people, and still be himself amazingly, still be himself, but yet connect in a different way to different people. And so I would not be surprised at all if you were to talk to someone else right now and they would say the same things about him that I'm saying, because they would say he made them feel that way too. And that's a gift and that's a grace. And he carried that grace well. Our covenant, I remember vividly when we were still single men and living alone in Flint, Michigan. And basically we spent our day, get home from work, we'd get a bite to eat together, we'd go work out together, we'd study the Word together, or listen to some Christian tapes of ministry. And I remember we were doing a study on covenant. It was a teaching from now Bishop Butler. And when we finished the series, we looked at each other and said, we're in covenant. And then we prayed together and we cut covenant, as we said, as single men. We cut covenant about a dream that we had about what God was going to do in our lives. And frankly, my last interaction and conversation with him was about that very thing. The covenant is real and the covenant lives. That's what he said. The covenant is real, the covenant is and the covenant lives. And I'm supposed to make sure we don't forget that. One, I'm honored to receive the award. I'm honored to receive an award that says I have some element, some commonality with Bishop and what he represents and what he has accomplished and what his legacy means to us all. I commend T-Lab for acknowledging the man and the legacy and using this forum and this format to to carry that legacy forward and continue to identify people who show some element, some common piece of what he represented.